the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Sawyer Wells.
All right, well, with it about to be very hot, at least feel very hot outside over the next several days, it's still important. Again, we're getting to this time of the year where you should know the signs between heat stress and heat stroke. Heat stroke is the worst of the two. So heat stress, some of the symptoms, if you're faint or dizzy, excessive sweating, muscle cramps, cold or cool or clammy skin, and a weak but rapid pulse. Compare that with heat stroke when you're talking about like a throbbing headache. If you're not sweating, that is one of the telltale signs, and a strong and rapid pulse. That is important. You call 911. Again, anybody that does pass out as well, don't try to give them water or anything like that. Just call emergency services and get them taken care of. Because we are kind of getting into that pattern where it's going to start to be pretty hot outside. We're going to have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so that means the muggy values are going to go up, which means the heat index values are going up as well. And if you take a look at water vapor imagery right now, you kind of see we're in between two systems. There's a system over to the east, system on off to the west. Right now we have some Pacific moisture that's trying to move on in, but there's just not a lot of it right now. Again, we're kind of looking in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere, but we're going to have several kind of systems move on through to our north, and that's going to start to kind of sweep up some of this Gulf moisture and really just kind of increase these dew points essentially back up into the mid 70s. And we know when they're in the mid 70s, it doesn't feel great outside. Highs today, you had 70s all the way up into Canada. You had triple digits back down into southern portions of Texas, also into southwestern Oklahoma. You're talking about Hobart and Altus, 105 degrees. Actual air temperature, not heat index, the actual air temperature. Again, they're a lot drier out there, so they didn't have a heat index. They had actually a wind chill because it felt like 100. Still, doesn't matter when you get up that high. It just is hot. Temperatures outside right now, still 70s and 80s across the area. We go into tomorrow morning, 60s out to the west, 70s here east of I-35. And by tomorrow afternoon, we're back up into the 90s with some triple digits, more than back off to the south and to the west. Then we go into your Tuesday morning. Okay, it'll be a little bit of a gradient across the area. There's a little bit of a front up in Kansas. That starts to retreat by Tuesday afternoon. Showers and storms out in the Texas Panhandle will still be up in the 90s here. Those are the storms that are going to try and make a run to eastern Oklahoma. They're probably not going to get very far here. So we go into your Wednesday. It's much the same story. Winds gusty out of the south, temperatures 70s, and we'll be back in the upper 80s for your Wednesday afternoon. So the muggy meter for tomorrow and Tuesday, miserable. We're talking dew points upwards of 75 in some locations. Again, that's not great. We're used to seeing those once we get into really August and September. We're a little early right now. That does start to taper off a little bit for your Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The jet stream, again, there's that big upper level low on out to our west. High pressure will start to form really down to our south, and that's this big ridge you see here. That's what's going to start to help bring all this Gulf moisture up from the south. Then we go into your kind of Thursday, Friday time frame. This high pressure only strengthens off to the east, low pressure on off to the west. We're in between these two systems, and they're pretty close to each other. That's why the winds are going to be very gusty out of the south throughout this week, and that what we call the pressure gradient. Then that kind of breaks down once we get into Friday. There'll be another storm system down in Florida. For us, that's going to start to give us a couple chances for some showers, really once we get into your weekend. They're not great chances right now, but again, they're chances nonetheless. We need something to kind of break the heat, and that's when it looks like it might happen here. So pretty much from tomorrow until Friday, it's going to be hot outside. Then Friday night to Saturday, there's our slight chance of some rain, or showers, I should say. Showers and thunderstorms, a chance again for your Saturday into your Sunday. We have another chance later on next week as well. There's your 9-day planner. Time for sports.